We'd like to welcome you back to this segment. I'm Faye Phillips with Fame, Fashion, Art, Music, Entertainment, brought to you by ESC, Eastern Shore Connection, the local publication that's been out in the Mobile Bay area for 3+ years. I'd like to welcome you to Serta's Coffee House, downtown Mobile on Royal Street. And I'd like to welcome the owner, John Serta. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
And we're kind of business around us, but that's the hustle of the business, so we're glad to hear that. You're located, give us an exact location on Royal.
We're at 3 South Royal Street, which is the corner of Dolphin and Royal Street, right next to Compass Bank.
And it's really one of the main drags because once they two-wayed Royal Street, you remember that disaster 2 Mardi Gras ago? Let's do that in the middle of Mardi Gras. Well, that opened the throughway through here much more. And then when they redid the front of the hotel to this street rather than Water Street.
Right.
So Serta's is ideally located, and I just want to share a couple things. You do a lot of different things, but tell us a little bit about the gelatos and the paninis and a couple of things about the food real quick.
Well, we got 24 flavors of Italian-style gelato, which is basically, it's ice cream, it's just made a little bit differently. It doesn't have whipped air in it, so it's 100% ingredient, which makes it denser, thicker, and tastier. It's also naturally less fattening because it doesn't need all the butter fat that an ice cream needs.
It's sinfully good.
It is delicious. It's we had about 7 companies send us samples of it, and this is the one that we decided to pick, which about a year later made Oprah's O-List. So we're pretty happy about that.
Awesome!
Yeah,
I love Oprah. O-List, that's a good thing. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you do paninis.
We do about 9 to 10 different paninis. We also do wraps, soups, salads.
What's that wrap I love that I get every time? It was a
The
roast.
chicken fajita or the
No,
chicken
it was something with roast.
It's a roast beef wrap, and we also have a Philly wrap, which also has roast beef in it too.
Oh, I'll have to try that. And then
Yeah.
you did something like a German potato salad or something that was fabulous.
It's not German, but it is a potato salad.
It's nice spice or something in it
Maybe
that's
it's with
good.
bacon. Could be with
Oh, Southern people and bacon, we love it.
bacon. Put it in everything. Put
Oh.
it in a broccoli salad.
Absolutely, and y'all do awesome big salads here that I see a lot of people
We
get
do. We
those
have an
too.
Asian chicken salad.
That's very good. I've had
the
that.
wontons and the sesame oriental dressing.
Okay.
We also have just a regular spinach salad with mandarin oranges and almonds, and your regular basic run-of-the-mill house salad. So yeah, we do.
Now you did some appetizers a while back. Are you still doing those?
We don't. The only ones that we have now is the hummus. We kept the hummus
Good.
because we have a lot of vegetarians and on staff too, and they like to put hummus on everything. So
I love hummus.
it's very good hummus.
I may want to
actually.
taste that.
We'll get some ready for you.
John, tell us this, because when you told me this when I first met you a few years ago, I was absolutely fascinated. How did you come to this spot in downtown Mobile?
In downtown Mobile, well, I've always wanted to come downtown Mobile with my business, and how I got into the business is a whole nother story. But I've always worked downtown Mobile. I've had 3 jobs here, one with Commonwealth Land Title Insurance Company as
Okay.
an owner. I also work for attorneys. So downtown was just always a fun place for me. It was just a fun environment. Everybody
It
knew
is.
everybody. It's a very community oriented, unlike other parts of the city.
But this is not the first place you originally opened.
This was not. We actually started in West Mobile and Tillman's Corner.
Yeah, but before that is what I'm trying to get you to say.
Okay, so we started way back. You want to go way back in Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
That's right. I graduated South, and then I went to, I wanted to get a master's degree, so I needed to study Spanish, get a college language under my belt. So I studied Spanish in Costa Rica. I was supposed to stay 2 semesters. I stayed 2 years.
I love this.
Loved it. It was.
Didn't you open a shop down there?
I did. I live with a family, a Costa Rican family. They had a son who was about my age also, and he was very entrepreneurial. So we wanted to do something, and I was getting out of class at 12 o'clock and sitting on a beach drinking beer all day. So
Yeah,
that wasn't going anywhere.
Well, that's a good thing for them, but yeah, we have to change that.
So I got bored, started an internet cafe down there, which is similar to
Okay.
Mobile. It was kind of neat because Punta Arenas is where I lived, and that's where all the cruise ships came into Costa Rica.
Perfect.
So it was a great mecca for tourism, and they needed, email and everything to talk to their families and stuff.
Ingenious. Okay.
Yeah, so we
And what was the
started,
name of that one?
It was called the Millennium Cyber Cafe because we opened in 2000.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
And actually, I read about it the other day. It's still there. It's in the Lonely Planet guidebook, so I'm pretty happy
Oh, that's
about that.
wonderful. Well, now you do some really neat things here with the community. Tell about the art we're seeing on the wall a little bit behind us.
This month we have Josh Ashley. He's done very well. His art's very eclectic, very unique.
And very
people-
musically influenced.
It seems to be, yes. I'm not sure if he's a musician or not, but looking
He's
at
influenced.
his art, he's heavily influenced.
And you've had some fabulous things in here because you do this like monthly, and
Every
you're
month,
booked
yeah.
pretty far far out.
June till next year, yeah.
Because I talked to somebody and they said I couldn't get in. I'm like, keep calling or book
Yeah.
way
well, see,
out.
we only do one artist a month.
I know.
So that kind of limits it. And we have their stuff on the walls for the entire month. And
Can people actually buy them off the wall?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's, that's why we do it. You know, one to maintain a good art selection on our walls, and
True.
And it helps the artists out, and everybody's pleased with it. It works
Well,
out
and that's
great.
another community link thing that you do. There's a thing you do. What night is that of the week that you do the songwriters
We
night?
do Songwriters Night every Wednesday night from 8 to 11. And
Okay.
we've been doing it for about two and a half years, actually.
Because it's really grown.
It's grown tremendously. Every November we have our songwriters competition, which is the whole month of November, and that's grown great. We have Appreciate 92 Zoo and Lanyap and Mobile Press Register. They help us out a lot judging the competition.
Awesome.
Our sponsors, Jade Entertainment was one,
Love
Mud Brick
them.
Productions. They've
Love
sponsored
them.
the grand
Love
prizes.
them.
And the prizes are great. You know, I mean, we give you basically your own CD in studio, and they produce everything for you. So that was our grand prizes for both of them.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And they need so much help, and that's
They
a great
do.
thing
They do
for
need a
them.
lot.
Well, let me think. I know you are very active in Loda Art Walk, the second Friday night of each
We
month.
try to have great people playing. This last one we had a book signing with a local author, so we do that.
So when I write my book, you'll have me come
Yeah,
over?
absolutely. You're writing a book?
Yeah, I'm
Great.
working on it. I'm working on it. John and I met, a good while back. If I remember correctly, I think I bust up in here in the middle of Mardi Gras and was asking you to listen to a CD. And
Right.
3 days of pestering you like crazy, totally disregarding the fact you were just snowballed in here during Mardi Gras. You did listen to it, and both of us have a lot of respect for this lady, Miss Lil Greenwood,
Absolutely.
who performed here many times in the last 2-3 years. And she is going through some recuperation time right now. But when I saw her a week or so ago, the first thing she said when I went in to visit her was, "John called me." I know 900 Johns, and I knew exactly what she was talking about. She said, and he talked to me. He was so concerned about me, and it just meant so much to her. She's a grand lady, and
She's a
this is truly
definite
one of her
asset.
one of her favorite places in the world. Very
Good. I'm glad she
personable,
likes
and
playing here.
and I thank you. John is coming around with me on the gusto of the TV show, and has participated in the magazine for a long time, and I appreciate that.
Well, thank you, Faye.
Thank you for being here. I'm humbled and honored. Thank you for joining us for Fame, Fashion, Art, Music, Entertainment, brought to you by ESC. I'm Faye Phillips. Stay tuned, 9:30 on Sunday mornings. We appreciate the audience. See you soon. Bye.